subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Hello. This video will give you a concise overview of the poem On the Morning of Christ's Nativity written by John Milton. First of all, let's have a brief introduction to the poem. On the Morning of Christ's Nativity was written by John Milton in 1629 and was published in his Poems of Mr. John Milton in 1645. It is a two-section poem with 31 stanzas. The first section is an introduction in 4 stanzas and is then followed by hymn, which is the second section with 27 stanzas. The poem celebrates the momentous event of the incarnation of Jesus Christ. Milton contrasts the darkness of the pagan world with the arrival of Christ, who is referred to as the heavenly light. Let's now look at the summary of introduction, which consists of 4 stanzas. The first section of the poem begins with an invocation of the muses to inspire the poet to song. It sets the scene of the birth of Christ on a peaceful and joyful morning. Milton is emphasizing that the specific month and morning is significant and happy because Jesus, the Son of God, was born to Virgin Mother Mary. Milton expresses the belief that Jesus came to release humanity from the consequences of their sins and to establish a lasting peace between humanity and God. This represents the incarnation, a fundamental Christian belief that Jesus, who was divine, took on human form to save humanity. The poet then invokes the heavenly muse, which is a source of divine inspiration for poets, asking if it will provide him with the inspiration he needs for his poem. He asks the muse to inspire him to create a poem or hymn that would serve as a gift to the newborn Jesus, who is often referred to as the infant God. The poet depicts the arrival of the wise men who were guided by a star to visit the newborn Jesus. Milton suggested that the speaker should run to greet the wise men with a humble poem which they can present as a gift to Jesus. Let us now look at the summary of the hymn, which consists of 27 stanzas. This section begins with the description of winter. The poet says that in respect of Christ's humble arrival, nature removes all her adornments. Just as Christ disrobes himself of glory, she too disrobes herself of all her glorious leaves and blooms. In a sense, it is highlighting the idea that the birth of Jesus is a momentous and sacred event that affects all of creation. Now being naked and vulnerable, nature feels ashamed and asks the wind to cover her with a white veil so as to hide her imperfections and thus make her presentable to the coming king. The poet says that God then sends down peace crowned with olive green to bring about universal peace throughout the world, breaking through the clouds with her dove-like wings. The stars have become motionless by the newborn king that they forget to retire for the morning. The sun is hastened to come out because his light is far inferior to the bright light that was born that day. Then the shepherds heard an orchestra of strings start playing as no humans had ever played before, and the divine voice joined it in with beautiful song. The poet says that all the pagan priests and the gods for whom they mediate are rendered speechless by Christ's birth. Their deceitful prophecies can no longer sound forth from the temples. Baal and Dagon are among those who flee. Ashtoreth, too, for the candles that had illuminated her shrine, are snuffed out. Ammon bows his horned head in defeat. But still some pagans vainly worship on. Devotees of Tammuz, for example, carry on with their customary rites. The poet concludes when Virgin Mary places her baby to rest in a stable. The star of Bethlehem has settled in the sky, guiding those seeking the birthplace of Jesus.